All right. Hi. Welcome. I'm Kev, if you don't know me. I just recorded a 30-minute long video rambling. So this is a test. I'm doing something for the first time. I had this calling to do video logs, like actual video logs of me just pressing record, talking about what I'm going through, and then publishing it. And I just recorded a 30-minute video of me rambling, only to find out at the end that I had no audio, no microphone audio. So, great start, I would say. But okay. My calling was to create these video logs documenting my journey of building a heart-led business and personal brand. And okay, I'm just gonna try to repeat what I told you in the last recording. But yeah, my name is Kev. I'm 29. I live in Sweden right now, but for the last 2 years, I've been completely nomadic. It's 16th of July now. Coming up in October will be my 2-year mark of living completely nomadic. And I have been traveling around in my custom-built van. I have been flying over to the States, living with community for 2 months. And I've spent 3 months in Southeast Asia, 1.5 in Thailand, and 1.5 in Bali. So that kind of says a lot about the life I'm living. Right now I'm staying in Sweden. I'm borrowing an apartment for this month, and then we'll see. I don't know what's coming next. It's like a big crossroad right now, but it doesn't feel daunting. It feels exciting to not know what's coming next. But anyways, yeah, so for the last almost 2 years, I've been living completely nomadic, and that all started with an employment. I've been working with an e-commerce for the last 5 years on and off, and I started as a content creator, and then 3 years in or something, they reached out to me and they wanted me to come in as head of marketing. They wanted me to lead the content creation team and be the bridge between that department and the other departments. And yeah, so they reached out to me. They wanted me to move back to my hometown in Sweden, which I wasn't really keen on. At that time, I was still working with my agency. I created a digital agency working with music artists to create visual material. And I had just started my YouTube channel. So I wasn't really feeling like moving back to my hometown. So I ended up saying no to that offer, and lo and behold, a year later they got back to me again. They reached out and they offered it to me fully remote. So this company is actually not remote. Like I'm one of 2, I think, people that have been working remote for this company. The rest is all in one place in a small town in Sweden. So of course that was amazing, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I could live anywhere now. And yeah, that's how I decided to build a van and start traveling around Europe, working fully remote, almost full time. And I did that for a bit over a year, or around a year, until I decided to step down from the role of head of marketing. And then I moved over to like a half-time role of supporting the content team in different ways. And I did this because this role, this company was never my calling. I never felt it was super aligned, but the fact that they offered it to me fully remote was such a good opportunity. And even if it didn't feel fully aligned at the time, it has given me so much. The fact that I was able to travel anywhere in the world, more or less, was just such a gift that unlocked so many other doors. And yeah, the last 2 years of my life have been the most intense, the most teaching, the most expansive years of my life. So I'm so glad I said yes, even though it wasn't a full yes, even though I wasn't feeling fully aligned with my heart and what I want to do with my life. It ended up holding so much other things that came with it. So, but yeah, in September last year, I decided to step down because I wanted to lean more into heart-led business. I wanted to focus more on my own content creation, my own offerings. So I changed my role. I was able to stay with the company still. So that's kind of been how I've been funding my travels. But yeah, I wanted to get back more into my own heart-led business and content creation. So that's also what I want to document here, is my journey of becoming fully sovereign in that, because I still work with the company. I still have that to fund me, which has been beautiful. Don't get me wrong, like having that solid income so that I don't have to monetize my heart-led business or my content creation has been such a gift. And I know there's different ways of doing it. You can throw yourself in head first and do it that way. But for me, having that to take off the financial pressure of my primary business has been so rewarding. And just being able to flow with life, living a life of freedom and not a life of pressure, of having to work so hard to get things to work, having to force things to work when they're not working naturally. So I'm really grateful for that. But of course, the goal is to become fully sovereign and fully independent in my own business, and to work full time with helping people. So my current offerings that I'm focusing on is, of course, a big part is just showing up on social media and inspiring people and empowering people through my videos, through my content, and through documenting my life of freedom and intention. But then I also have, a month ago or so, I launched my online community, which is an evergreen community container for anyone who wants to create a life of freedom. Like anyone who's stepping out of the beaten path, out of the norm, out of the 9 to 5, and wants to create a life on their own terms, whether it's through content creation, whether it's through creating a business, coaching, facilitation, whatever it is. The people that I want to attract into that container is people who are walking the untreaded path and doing so with their heart on their sleeve. Because that's kind of, I haven't always been in the heart. I feel a big journey of mine has been going from the head to the heart in what I create and what I pursue. But I have always kind of pursued my own path. I have always done my own thing, never really had a normal job. I worked with this company, but that's all. And my employment was anything but normal. And before that, like the first thing I did after school was I wanted to be a music artist. I wanted to become a full-time artist. So I did that for a few years, studied music production, got a record deal, and made a bunch of music videos and stuff. And after that, I wanted to create an online, a digital agency that created visual material for music artists. So I did music videos, cover arts, all those kinds of things. And then, I started working with the e-commerce, got into my own content creation, started with YouTube, and then moved onto Instagram. And then things have just kind of unfolded from there. I went on my own spiritual path. My journey from the head to the heart, from fear to love, from ego to the divine, or whatever you want to call it. So the last 2 years have definitely been very rich, very full of experiences, and a lot of interesting connections, opportunities, and things have come my way since then. But the biggest thing about my last 2 years, I think, have been my free lifestyle. Being able to travel around the world, whether it's in a van in Europe or in Southeast Asia or America, whatever it is, I've really been able to flow with life, to let the force of the universe take me where I need to go. And that is something I do not want to give up on, but I want to do so with more abundance, more sovereignty, and more prosperity. So I'm getting off track here, but so Dreamers Club. So that is one of the offerings that I have right now. I wanted to create a space for anyone walking their own path to not have to do that alone, because I felt the pressure of doing it all alone and walking that path alone. And even when I was doing my own business and my own agency, even though I had family, friends, partners around me, they were never the right people to lean on when it came to my business. So I wanted to create a space, a heart-led space for anyone who is stepping out of the beaten path to create their own dream life, to not have to do so alone, to do so in community with support and accountability, and like-hearted souls who are walking through the same journey or a similar journey. And yeah, just being able to hold and go through it together. So we connect bi-weekly currently. I think I'll change it in a bit to weekly calls. But right now it's bi-weekly, and it's not just a business container. I didn't want to create that because that's not true for me, and I'm all about authenticity at this point. I wanted to create a container that has space for it all. For the heartbreak, for the struggles, for everything, because I truly think that if you're stepping out of the norm, out of the beaten path and creating a life on your own terms, then that's not just done in the mind. It's not like you apply for a job, you say, you get the job, you go to an interview, and then you're there. That's not how it works. Creating a life on your own terms is a full package deal. It's not just the mind, it's the heart, the soul, the body, really taking care of your emotional and physical body and well-being. So I wanted to create a container that holds it all. So it's based on love. We step into the container with love, we support each other, we see each other, we hold each other, we empower each other. So yeah, that's the Dreamers Club, which I feel so excited about, and I've had some beautiful calls. And then I'm working on something called the Authentic Creator Accelerator. So this is going to be a 6-week self-study course about fully releasing and overcoming fear to step fully into your authentic expression online. Because I've had so many conversations with coaches, entrepreneurs, creators of any sorts, and there seems to be a common struggle of showing up consistently online. And I think the biggest reason for that is because we're not doing so authentically. We're trying to be something we're not. We're trying to please the algorithm, the audience, or something else. And we're trying to do what works for others, but that's not authentic for us. So it's all about finding your authentic voice and then learning to work with your waves in life, your ebbs and flows, your ups and downs, not just forced consistency in a way that feels inauthentic to you. So I'm building out this course, and it will be launching in September, and I'm really excited about it. I have like a 3-month launch plan, which I just need to make sure to follow, but I'm really excited, and I really feel like this offering is something that could truly help people, and that excites me more than anything. I've had like moments where I've envisioned someone going through my course, and it just excites me and warms my heart so much to think about how it would be for someone to go through this and actually go through a transformation of unlocking their authentic voice and being able to show up with their gift, with their voice, and share it with the world and help people and make this world a better place. Because yeah, there's a lot that can be said about social media and the effects that it has on us, but I truly think social media can be such a great tool for good, just as it can be a tool for bad. As with anything, it can really be a tool for good. So I really think it's about us taking responsibility to make it a better place together. And I think even if you don't have to teach to do this, you don't have to preach or teach or anything, you can just show up authentically in your truth, in your vulnerability, in your journey, in your experiences, and that's more than enough to make social media an authentic place, a real place. Because I don't think people want to have their brain hijacked anymore. They want real people, because that is what we're craving. That's why we're on there. We're not inherently there for dopamine hits. I mean, yes, when we're addicted, that's why we're there. But that's not why it was created in the first place. It's a means of connection, because connection is like one of the core pillars in life for humans. And that's what we want. We want to connect. That's what all of it's really about. So I truly think it's just our responsibility to make the best out of it. People are gonna be on social media anyways, so we might as well give them something that actually helps them and improves their life, rather than just steals their attention and keeps them stuck in a loop of self-destruction. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited about building that out, and yeah, I'm definitely feeling like I'm starting before I'm ready. Because I could be overthinking, I could create, like I'm not creating all the modules before launch. I'm doing it as I'm going through the process of selling it as well, which is something that I've been really excited to try, that method, because I really believe in the core product and I know what I can create. And I know that my own journey with authentic content creation, I've been through all that. And I feel I've come to a really good place where I have unlocked my authentic voice so that I can show up in a more consistent and authentic way. Because I've tried doing what other people do. I've taken advice, I've tried what they do, and it just feels inauthentic. And it burns me out because it feels forced. So I've really been on that journey myself, and now I'm so excited to help others on that journey too. And it's not about going viral. I don't know how to go viral. I have barely gone viral at any time. But that's not what this is about. It's about creating a lasting presence online, to share your gifts, to build your personal brand, and just share yourself with the world so that the people and opportunities that are meant for you can be attracted to you. Because if we don't show up, they'll never come. They won't even know we're out there. So it's really just about showing up authentically so that we can attract everything that's already waiting for us to be seen, to come to us, to meet us, because it's not all masculine. It's a balance between the masculine and feminine, and receiving and giving. So yeah, anyways, I'm really excited about that offering. So that's what I'm working on right now. But also this week, I'm just focusing on coming back to social media. I've been off for a while. I've been present in life, in my surroundings, with the people I've been with, and I lost touch a little bit. So I'm excited to come back. I just posted my second reel today. Not a reel, I posted a carousel today. But it feels good to come back into it, and I feel really good about what's coming, and I'm super excited to continue building this course out, launching it, promoting it, and hopefully not too long from now, help some beautiful souls share their message with the world. So yeah, I've been rambling for some time. I have no idea how these videos are gonna turn out, but my idea is just to press record, talk, press stop, upload, and then see what happens. Whether it's just for myself to reflect, to express, because I truly think there's just something powerful with expressing our raw truth with the world. And I really think that it could be good for my authentic expression to just do this in an unfiltered, unedited way, to document my journey, document my process, and see what comes out of it. But if you made it all this time through the video to the end, then thank you. I appreciate your time and your ears. And yeah, I'll see you soon in the next one. Until then, much love. Peace.